It's another delicious day here in the Let's Make Food from Food Kitchen, and today I'm going to make some quail, roasted quail with some lemon butter broccoli. Why am I making this? Well, it's almost Easter, and some of us are very, very busy on Easter. This is something you can prep ahead, and then it only takes 15-ish minutes to cook if you've prepped it start to finish. That's fabulous when you're super busy, but you want to have something nice that you don't have very often. So here we go. I have 6 quail here. There are some, I did rinse them, but you need to pull any little feather pieces that might be remaining. Okay, so we're just going to go through and find any little pieces of feather because we don't want to eat those or serve those. I'm just going to check each one pretty quickly. It doesn't take long. They stand out really well. See, it's easy to spot them. So I have a little bit of grapeseed oil. You can use olive oil, avocado oil, kind of up to you on this one. I wouldn't use coconut oil unless you plan on making something along the lines of maybe pineapple or something with it. So I'm just brushing this all the way around, okay? And I've got some garlic cloves already peeled here. Okay, the next thing I want to do is I'm going to put a little bit of butter into each of these. So I'm just going to take a chunk of butter and put it into 6 little pieces. We don't need a lot because these things aren't very big, but I did want a little bit. So I'm just taking, that's about what I'm putting in each one. So 6 of those, and I need 6 halves of garlic cloves, okay? And you can use small ones because again, these are little. So I'm going to use my smaller ones here to count as a whole one, and then I'll cut another one in half. And all I've done is peel them at this point. All right, so I have them oiled. I'm gonna stick in a pat of butter and a piece of garlic, okay? And I'm gonna put them this way. Pat of butter, piece of garlic. Just rinse and repeat for all of these. There's lots of ways you can prepare these. You can pan fry them. You can grill them. You can spatchcock them and grill them, actually, if you'd like to go that far. You could also fry them like fried chicken. You could absolutely do that. Okay, now I'm going to sprinkle on a little bit of salt to each one on this side. Kind of trying to get the back. A little bit of thyme. That one got a lot of thyme. Thyme is one of my favorites for poultry. Although a good rosemary chicken is nice once in a while too. Little pepper. I'm going to take each one and lay them in the rack. I like using the rack for these because it helps them stand up. You want to try and not have them touching so that they'll cook a little evenly. And I'm doing, I don't know if you can see it, I'm tucking the legs under this little rack piece right here partly to keep them somewhat together because they will kind of splay open. And I want them to stay upright like this if possible. So if you have a pan with a rack like this, if you just take them and stick their legs under the rack piece, if you can get them to stay that way, they might not. It just depends on each individual one. But I can kind of play with it and try and get it to work. So there's that. And then you can take just this little breast piece that didn't get much. You can go ahead and sprinkle a little more of everything on there if you feel like it's not covered enough. And if you feel like it's good, well then don't. One of the other things you can do if you like is take some garlic, crush it, and rub it on them. But I feel like that's a little too much for this particular recipe. So I'm going to stick them in the oven for, it's 12 to 18 minutes, but that like 12, 13 minutes, your skin's gonna be still pale and not looking very good. All the way to 18, they might not be as juicy, but that skin's gonna be golden. It's up, 450 degrees. If you can get it up to 500, that might be even better. And that's it. So I'm going to stick these in, and then I'm gonna shift over and set up to start our broccoli because while this cooks, it's the perfect time to get your water boiling and get your broccoli cooked. So put this in the oven, set up for your broccoli. See you in a minute. Okay, I've got about a cup of water. I'm going to put in my pan, and this is 4 cups of broccoli. And I'm just going to put it all in there and put on my lid. Okay, so I'm going to let that go for a couple of minutes. I've got 9 minutes left on these guys, although I will check them. And once most of the water has cooked through on this, and I'm kind of steaming and boiling at the same time with this particular pan, I want to keep more of the broccoli flavor. So I'm going to cook this for a couple of minutes. I'm going to take off the lid. I'm going to add a little salt to it, and then we'll move on to the next step. Okay, it's been a couple minutes. I'm taking the lid off because I want some of this water to cook out, and I'm turning this down. I'm going to go ahead and cut my lemon because I want some lemon juice. You can squeeze it by hand. I like to use this to get rid of the seeds. I don't want any seeds in there. Okay, and I don't need a lot. Maybe that much, tablespoonish. So I'm going to take some salt. This is just kosher salt. Sprinkle it on. Didn't even use all of it. I'm just going to give this a quick stir. And once my water has evaporated, I'm going to go ahead and put in my butter and my lemon. And of course, you can either shorten or extend the cooking time on this based on your personal preference on firmness. I like mine to have not a full crunch, but still some firmness to it. My kids like it super soft, so half the time I end up making it separately to make us all happy. Okay, I am ready to add my butter. I think I am going to cut it up just a little bit more so it'll melt a little faster. I'm just going to set it in there. Okay. And I'm going to turn off the heat so it doesn't continue to cook down too much. And then I'm going to add my lemon, about a tablespoon, and stir it all together. Okay, and then I'm going to put my lid back on for a minute while the butter melts, and then I can take it back off and be ready to serve, almost. I've taken out my quail, and we're going to let it rest for about 5 minutes. Okay, some resting has happened. I am ready. As you can see, some of these kind of stayed together and some of them didn't. So let's just go ahead and serve these up on my platter. Then we will put some broccoli on there as well, and they will be ready to enjoy. So once again, this is something you can prepare ahead of time if you're doing a gathering on a busy holiday or just a busy day that you can then quickly cook. So cut up your broccoli, get your lemon prepped, stuff your quail with your garlic and butter, get them oiled and in your pan so that all you have to do is cook it. Preheat your oven and cook it. Here we are. It's looking and smelling delicious. Let me just see how I did with my broccoli. Oh, that's perfect. I'm just going to take a little, see if I can peel it off. It's still hot. Ooh, look at that. This looks fabulous. Looks almost like a little frog leg, but it's not. I did want it to get a little crispier on the skin, but I was afraid it would overcook and be dry or tough, and I pulled it at the perfect time. So if your oven goes up to 500, it'll crisp up a little bit nicer. Thanks for joining me here today in the Let's Make Food from Food kitchen for another kitchen adventure. From my kitchen to yours, let's make food from food.
That's one bowl.